Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a Saturn in retrograde reading for my dearest Aries. So Aries, Saturn is retrograding on May 23rd, and over the next 4.5 months, we're set to experience an intensification of karmic lessons and with dealing with the past. Yay, right? Sometimes our current situation or challenge is kept on a loop because of unresolved past issues and karma. So in essence, guys, karma is the re-experiencing of unhealed trauma over and over again. So abandonment fears, running cycles, and separation issues are nearly almost always rooted in childhood or past life karma. And these negative energy blocks could be holding you back from twin flame union or calling in or reuniting with your true soulmate or your divine counterpart. So running and separation cycles are a clear indication of karma at work. So when we experience these repeating cycles, we need to look at the deeper causes so we can end running and separation permanently. So whether you're currently dealing with a karmic soulmate, which many of us have been led to believe that they're bad or that we need to stay away from them or we need to clear them as soon as possible. The truth is, with karmic soulmates, we need them in order to heal and resolve karma if we ever want to come into union with our true divine counterpart. So if we're dealing with, if you guys are in a twin flame union or you know who your twin flame is and you're experiencing karma or you're on a karmic loop, then this reading is going to accomplish just that. We're going to take a look at what's happening right now. So whether you're dealing with a karmic situation or there's karma between you and your twin, how you can move through it with grace and ease, what you are learning, okay? The lessons that need to be learned or that you are learning. What you're leaving behind. So this karma, what is it that you're releasing? What's on its way in for you, and what's your medicine for the moment? Okay, so I've been, normally, we suggest you take a look at your, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Jupiter signs. But Spirit in particular is asking me to have you guys pay attention to your North Node. That might be where this resonates the most for you guys. And so you can look that up online if you look at your birth charts. And then also, I am an energy healer and Reiki master. And at the end, I'm going to do just a very small little prayer incantation to help you guys aid and assist in this healing. So if you want to stick around for that, you may. Okay. So Aries, as I'm doing this reading, I'm just going to ask that you like, share, subscribe. Check out the description box if you want a private reading. Or if you like the cards I'm using. I know many of you guys are other readers or you read for yourselves, so I have them listed down there. All right, and if you know my energy's a little bit lower, you guys, than usual. I'm just recovering. I was a little under the weather, but I had this wave of inspiration to do this reading. So let's go ahead and see what messages come through for my dear Aries. Messages for my dearest Aries, please. All right, so what's happening right now? We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. How you can move through it with grace and ease, the Page of Cups. What am I learning from this cycle? Ooh, Justice. What is currently leaving? The Queen of Wands. What's on its way in? The Ace of Cups in reverse. And what's my medicine? The Emperor. Okay, Aries, that's you. Overall energy, we get the Nine of Wands in reverse. So I'm feeling like many of my Aries out there, whatever the situation is, I do feel like many of you guys, you're on your twin flame journey. Whether or not you are dealing currently with a karmic partner or it's karma between you and your twin, what's happening right now is the Seven of Swords in reverse. Something here is being revealed to you in a very deep way. This is about taking all that you've learned from a particular situation, but it's also taking a look at, the Nine of Wands in reverse is what is draining you financially, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. and it's really helping you move on, whether this is outdated thinking, behavior patterns, or overgiving, Aries. You're really seeing clearly what it is that isn't working for you. Some of you guys, you could be dealing with somebody who was or had you in a third party situation, because this is what's currently leaving the Queen of Wands. For some of you, your true twin was in a karmic situation or connection, or you were or are, okay, and that's actually being resolved, but you're understanding, you're realizing, okay, or someone here is realizing what it is they need to do, okay, and many of you guys, it is the involvement of a third party, but it's much deeper than just like, oh, somebody likes somebody else. It's like recognizing that I needed to go through this karmic lesson with somebody else in order to come into alignment with my true divine counterpart. And we see that with the Emperor. So how you can move through this with grace and ease, we have the Page of Cups. So this is about, somebody may be offering up an apology, being open to apologies. This is also recognizing that you don't have to have all of the answers. Many of you guys, you are just beginning this journey. You're learning how to focus on what's best for you. You're learning to trust your intuition, and it's not easy because this represents a major shift for you, a major awakening. So what you're learning from this cycle? Justice. So many of you guys, you may just be learning that you're on a twin flame journey. You may be learning who is your true twin, okay? And many of you guys that, your twin or you were dealing with a karmic soulmate. But like I said in my introduction, karmic soulmates aren't to be hated. They're not to be avoided either, because they're necessary for the learning and the healing to take place, for us to come into union with our true divine counterpart. So what's leaving? We have the Queen of Wands. So that I do feel like this is another person or an external energy. Now, many of you guys, you realize, or as I said in the introduction, that oftentimes karma and this these negative energy blocks, they come from childhood or past life karma, okay? So if it's not in this lifetime, there may have been a lack of loyalty, or there may have been a third-party influence, or it could be something that you experienced in your childhood that you're recognizing that has been holding you back, okay? What's on its way in? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is definitely, with these two cards, Aries, what I'm seeing here is you guys are feeling really emotionally drained. And so there's a huge message, okay? There's a message to start again, but make sure that you get enough rest, that you get enough sleep, okay? That you take really good care of yourself. You nurture yourself, because I feel like you've put in a lot of time and effort in this situation, and you're realizing, sometimes there's a time to throw in the towel. Look at that. We have the King and the Queen of Wands. So this is your energy, Aries. This is, your true divine counterpart. Interesting. So this is really interesting, because now what I'm being shown here is through your ascension with this judgment, listening to the signs and the synchronicities that you may be receiving. With this judgment card here, is you're definitely up-leveling, shifting, transitioning into a higher timeline. You're recognizing, the distortions that may have been holding you back or keeping you in sort of a self-imposed prison, okay, and keeping you out of union, okay, and you're ending something, okay. There's definitely an ending, but we see that this is what's truly calling in your divine counterpart. For some of you guys, you're ending, a karmic situation with somebody else, okay, or your person is. And finally, what's your medicine for the moment? Aries. So this is I feel like many of you guys, this is you just coming into alignment with what it is, coming into recognizing what has been draining you, where your energy has been, where your energy has sort of been siphoned off, or where you've been giving your power away, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify. So the Seven of Swords in reverse. Why is this here for my dear Aries? I love how you guys come out, and I just love that, those of you who are thinking that there wasn't really anybody out there for you, or you just keep calling in, you're sick of lessons, or you keep calling in lessons. This is just a reminder. Look at how they're looking at each other. Yeah, I love that. All right, so what is happening right now? Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like many of you guys, you're moving on. You're just no longer willing to overthink situations. Give your power to people or situations that are draining for you. Yeah, some of you guys, wow, look at that. Some of you guys, you look, Four of Wands and the Three of Swords in reverse, Aries. Many of you guys, there's something here. There's a partnership that's ending, or maybe you're in separation, but you're recognizing maybe you guys were fighting for something that that had run its course, that it was time for you to close out this cycle. But you're also healing. So many of you guys, I feel like this does have to do with this karmic situation or partner, whether it's you or your person. You guys can swap the energies. But the Four of Wands in reverse is like you've gone through some sort of separation, somebody that you thought was your twin or was your forever person. Okay, and you're experiencing this, wow, we're not together, or we're in separation. Now, if this is with your twin, it's simply, you guys, I feel like many of you guys have been very overly focused on coming back into union with your twin, but at the same time, it's like there's this deep healing taking place as you're starting something new. It's sort of like you're releasing it. You're not overthinking it. You're realizing you were obsessing over something and it was just sort of keeping you in this manifestation, but not manifesting what you want, but manifesting negative energy. Okay, so for example, like if we're in this state of mind of nobody loves me, or I can't believe we're not together, I can't believe this happened, I'm lonely, I'm scared, I'm sad, that type of energy, I feel like you were calling in more of it. Okay, and so you're recognizing how there's this great shift in your thinking, Aries. So beautiful how you can move through it with grace and ease. Six of Cups. Wow, and the Star. So Aries, this is you healing. For many of you guys, I'm feeling like whether this separation is recent or it was in the past, many of you guys have been holding yourselves back from love or from, moving into any sort of partnership with anybody because you didn't want to get hurt again. Okay, and I do see here that like moving through it with grace and ease, there is some inner child healing that needs to take place. Strong Aquarius energy here as well, but also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have Aries and Libra as well coming through very strong. But what I'm seeing here, Aries, some of you guys, there's somebody in your surroundings, whether it's your children, whether it's your friends, or whether it's some sort of romantic interest. It's like, get out there, spend time with these people, shift your focus onto what brings you joy and happiness. That's going to help you really move. And somebody here may be asking you out, and it's like it's a happy, beautiful, pleasant distraction, but Spirit's like, open yourself up to this fun, joyful, childlike energy. Okay. And it's kind of like fake it till you make it, but it's not really. It's like, I think you've suffered enough. You've been in this real shadow energy since this separation, but there is a healing taking place because you're realizing that if you don't shift your focus, you're not going to attract what it is you want or what it is you need. So the Justice card here, this is what you're learning from this cycle in your life. You're learning about balance. Okay, some of you guys, you may have opened yourself up and been very vulnerable to somebody too quickly, is what I'm getting. Some of you, I feel like also you may have been dealing with a false twin, and I feel like that was really devastating for you. But what you're learning is about balance, tempering your emotions, your actions, your beliefs. So this is also about not jumping into things too quickly. Okay, so again, I do feel like some of you, you may be realizing or maybe feeling that you were dealing with a false twin in the past. And I see that because the defensive energy of the Seven of Wands is like, is about, it's about like making sure that you protect your energy, that you don't overgive, that you don't give your power away to someone who's, or to a situation that's really draining, or where you're the one that's doing all of the work. For some of you guys, you may have been ghosted in the past, or, somebody may have given you the cold shoulder. And I feel like it really hurt your self-esteem. And because many of you guys, whether it's your twin or it was a karmic, this person really stood out for you, and immediately you had really, really strong feelings. But what you're learning is to temper your emotions and your actions to make sure that you know what somebody's true intentions are before you get really emotionally invested. Okay, and I'm seeing you really learning that, and and also learning to, and it's not about being really guarded, although I see that. But I think that you gave your energy away to a person or situation that wasn't quite ready for it, Aries. So what's currently leaving, now for some of you, I know I just keep saying this is kind of like a new type of reading for me, but for some of you guys, you are in separation from your twin. Okay, well, all of you are, but whether it's because you were in union with them or because you were in a karmic situation, that's what you're dealing with. But remember, this is what you came here to do, to learn this lesson, to heal and clear this karma. So what's currently leaving? The pain, the heartbreak, okay? Whether it was betrayal or if it was just this difficult, painful ending. You're healing it. You're releasing it. And that's amazing. How? Because you're learning. You're learning to protect your energy. You're learning to temper your actions, your emotions. You're calling on your angels and your guides, Aries, to help you through this difficult situation. Finding balance. It's really beautiful. There's water and fire here, very strong. Okay, and we get the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So what's currently leaving? Yeah, some of you guys, you may have been in, a situation where you felt like there was betrayal or where you were overgiving. Your person you may have found out that the person that you were dealing with, was giving their energy out to others. And what I'm seeing here is you're releasing and you're healing that. You're also recognizing that you've generated beautiful relationship karma, that you deserve reciprocity. And you may have been, what was maybe holding you back, Aries, was this energy of maybe feeling like it's okay to it's okay to be the overgiver. We teach people how to treat us, what's acceptable and what's not. And I feel like, Aries, with this situation, you're realizing that you're setting stronger boundaries. You're realizing that there's something within that needs to be healed so that you can call in reciprocity, like no longer willing to just accept that somebody doesn't call you back, or no longer willing to accept that somebody stands you up, or they take too long to come around, or they don't tell you what's really going on or how they're really truly feeling. Because I feel like in this past situation, you're finding out about some sort of betrayal. And it's not about shifting the blame to yourself, but you're realizing, okay, like I got emotionally invested here and was overgiving before I knew truly who this person was or what their true intentions were. So what's on its way in is kind of like, what I'm getting is like a hard reset, Aries, with this Ace of Cups in reverse. It's feeling drained. But it's like almost like it's like a huge tower moment. It's about hitting rock bottom, being cracked open so that you can start again. And this is what's bringing you into alignment. And this is no easy task. So we see the Ten of Cups in reverse, and then we see the World. Look at this, Aries. The Ace of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So through this very difficult ending or separation, you're doing the work, bringing yourself into balance, guarding yourself, rising above. This is like a major up-leveling, tempering your actions and emotions, calling on your angels and your guides to close out a cycle. Whether it's with your twin, some of you guys, and I don't want to glamorize the twin flame journey because they're not always our life partners. But through this ending, you're coming up completely drained, and that's how it feels. These endings, clearing karma is not always easy or pleasant, Aries, but you're calling in the end of this cycle, and this is what's bringing you into alignment, and this is what's calling in your true divine counterpart. Now, for some of you guys, it's closing out this difficult cycle with your twin so that you guys can come back into union. You're really going to have to trust your intuition, all right? So we get the Tower moment, a total shift, a complete paradigm shift, Aries. And we get the Two of Wands. Yeah, you're walking through a new portal. It's a new you. You're releasing this 10 of Cups, something that wasn't emotionally fulfilling. This was also your 4 of Wands. Some of you guys, you have separated from your twin, but it's what needed to happen because there was something that was so wildly out of balance that there was a lack of emotional vulnerability or honesty or transparency between you. Okay, and I'm not blaming you, and it's not even about finding blame, but it's about releasing that which no longer serves you, releasing that which was truly had you on this path of overgiving, becoming exhausted, and you're ready to walk through a new portal, but it is completely new. Okay, so overall energy, we get the 3 of Cups, but there's going to be a lot of happiness. You're going to get some sort of message here. And it may be from the person you're in separation from. Some of you guys, if you're looking for a divorce, or maybe it's your person, they're going through like legal issues. You know, what I'm getting is you're going to get some really good news, something that's going to make you really happy about those proceedings taking place so that you're free, Aries, free to really, truly call in and be open. It's like you're creating this space for your divine counterpart, for many of you to come back to you, and for many of you to call this person in after this very sort of difficult, trying period. All right, so I'm gonna before I pull those, I want to see what this person has to say to you, or what your counterpart would like to say to you. I wish I could take back my words. I replay our conversations over and over. Yeah, because I do feel like somebody here, Aries, I feel like you're moving on from this person or this situation where somebody just wasn't being honest. And I feel like somebody really, really regrets not being transparent, not being honest with you. Yep, I hid who I really am from you, and I left you before you could leave me. So Aries, some of you guys, this past person, they made you an option, okay? Because they truly, at the heart of it, they felt like they weren't good enough for you. And I think you did everything in your power to repair this situation, to make it happen, to make this person feel like they could open up to you, figure out what was going on. But in truth, you were overextending because this person wasn't ready. And this is the lesson. I mean, this is the karma. Everything is going to be brought into balance for you. The universe is currently balancing things out, healing, and you are going to be rising above this. But it's also a lesson for you to not give your power away, okay, to someone before you know, it's like whether it was short-lived or whether it was a long-term marriage, not giving your power away to somebody that wasn't reciprocating. Okay, and this has been huge, but there's lots of energy of healing taking place. But Aries, many of you guys, I'm not only feeling extremely exhausted today, but this is the energy of the reading with the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This has been exhausting, and it's time to close out this cycle and come into alignment. So we get Kuan Yin, care and compassion, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. But Kuan Yin, this compassion, Aries, this is what I was getting with how you can move through it with grace and ease. You're starting something brand new. Don't be hard on yourself. If you need to sleep for 3 days, do it. Okay, do what is going to make you feel good, because I'm seeing that there's just this level of exhaustion in this reading, Aries, that you've been overthinking, that you've been beating yourself up, you've been thinking about how you could have done things differently. And then there was a point where it was this aha moment. Actually, I need to let this go because it's hurting me. And there's something better. And there absolutely is. Okay, and we get White Eagle, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Absolutely. So I do get a lot of energy from childhood. So there may be that you experience this similar situation, Aries, from, during your childhood. Something, or it's like something that one of your parents experienced as well. So definitely calling on your angels and your ancestors. and you are healing it. You are closing out this cycle, because I also see with the 10 of Cups in reverse and the World, some of you guys, you may have come from broken homes or experienced divorce when you were a child. Okay, and so it was kind of like, you know, there's this energy of nothing ever really works out. Okay, and that's shifting. That's shifting for you. All right, final message for Aries, please. We get rare success. Goddess Shi Wang Mu and stromatolite. All right, so this is from Alana Fairchild's The Crystal Mandala Oracle. And I'm going to read from the book. So there are everyday acts of creation, and then there are rare acts of creation. Each plays an important part in the sustaining of life on this planet. An example of an everyday act of creation might be the cooking of meals. There is an art and a process, and it delivers a result in a relatively short turnaround of time. It's very important to the sustaining of human life. Then there are sacred and rare creations that serve life in special ways. Grandmother goddess Shi Wang Mu nurtures a garden of divine peach trees which bloom once every 3,000 years. Her sacred orchard is a beautiful mystery and one that gives us a perspective on timing. You could say that for the soul, immortality is a rare success. Cultivated over 3,000 years, it is a rare spiritual prize worth attaining. It cannot be hurried, however. Like the sacred grandmother and caretaker of the Garden of Immortality knows, some things are worth the wait. Okay, wow. Excellent. So you are bringing something utterly unique and special and precious to the world. While there are creations that are worthwhile and valuable which can manifest swiftly, there are others that are labors of love requiring diligence, strength, and long-term commitment to bring them to life in the world. So I feel like you're looking at like two distinct relationships here, Aries. One that has been like, both are worthwhile and valuable, but one that may have manifested swiftly, and it may have led to a long-term commitment, okay? But then I feel like there's, you know, that many of you guys, you're in this energy of like wanting to give up, or giving up on love, or giving up on this connection. But there's something here that's being healed, and it's coming through this major unexpected way. And some of you guys, you're going to have a decision between a past person and, you know, your twin, or a karmic partner and a twin. Okay. And what I'm seeing here is, you know, diligence, strength, and commitment to what is truly in alignment with you, Aries. Not what's comfortable for you, but what's truly in alignment. Okay? There's a lot of happiness coming your way. There's a beautiful message coming for you that's going to bring you joy, happiness, and for some of you guys, reunion. So I'm going to leave it here, Aries. For those of you who want to stick around, I'm going to recite a small prayer, healing, and incantation. All right, so while I'm doing this, I'm going to light the candle. I'm just going to ask that you guys focus on the candle. Take a very deep breath. And you can either repeat after me silently or out loud. And accept this healing. I choose of my own free will, through this and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to release impatience, distrust, and limitations on what is possible for the divine to manifest. I choose to accept the perfection, grace, and tender love of the divine plan unfolding. May all beings feel the sweetness of realization that divine grace serves them with unconditional love. May the sweetest and rarest spiritual success shine beautiful blessings throughout the universe. Through divine empowerment and unconditional grace, so be it. I bow in humble honor at the blessing bestowed upon me, the divine blessing of rare success. I accept and share my success in service to love so that all beings may be happy and free. All right, Aries, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Sending you lots of love and light. Take care.